I'd love to be talking about Ja Morant hitting a game winner, but I can't because it's Ja Morant, and he did it again. Hit the game winner against the Heat. And look, you're in a playoff push, jockeying for position here. Both teams are. And Ja Morant had the game winner. Now, this is the next game after he did the gun gesture to Buddy Hield. He got a talking to by the commissioner, and then he goes out and then last night does another gun gesture as well. This is similar, I think, to, hey, you got pulled over by the police, and they give you a warning. Hey, you're speeding, don't speed. All right, officer. And then what do? You peel out. And then you get pulled over again. Like, what are you doing? I just told you I'm going to give you a warning. Yeah, I know. Ja Morant is forcing the NBA. He's forcing Adam Silver. And he's embarrassing the NBA. Now, in a vacuum, okay, is this a big deal? Oh, we have gestures. We have, unfortunately, we have too much of that. But you were warned. You've already been suspended a couple of times with a real gun. So when you have priors and you have a history, I just don't want this to be 10 years from now. You go, remember that guy with Memphis? Ja Morant? Yeah, golly, what could have been? I've seen phenomenal talents in all sports. And then you just they can't help themselves. And I don't know if a teammate says, come on. Do they have the guy who says, come on? Your coach just got fired. I don't know what role he played in that, but you're in a playoff push. You've been suspended, and you point the imaginary gun again. Like, what are you doing? You came in as a feel-good story. This guy out of nowhere. How did people miss on this guy at Murray State? Well, maybe we're starting to realize maybe why they missed out. Maybe there was stuff that was leading up to this off the court. He gives you highlights every single night. He's fascinating, phenomenal, but he's flawed because I don't know if anybody is really taking ownership of him, because he's not. Is his dad? Or is dad just a cheerleader here? I mean, these are serious things. Because now you're affecting a career. Now, are you going to get suspended the rest of the regular season? Now you affect other people. If he wants to do something on Instagram Live with a gun, okay, you can be stupid. But this is where you're affecting an entire city, a coaching staff, and your teammates. Just play great basketball. You don't have to be a gangster. Just play. Be great. But you get to a certain point where he's over 25. It's like, man, when he was 22, he was Anthony Edwards. Well, now we're 25, and you wonder, where are we going with this? I don't know. Are you all in? Do you want to be a basketball player? Do you want to be a star? Do you want to be a leader? Do you want to be the poster child? Do you want to be first or second team All-NBA? And maybe you don't. I can only approach this. It's almost parental that I look at this. Like somebody, you got to grab somebody and say, and if this, the suspension didn't work, where it cost you millions of dollars because you had a gun, and then you had a gun again, and now you're doing the fake gun, and then you do the fake gun again. At some point, somebody's got to help him because he's not going to help himself. And maybe he doesn't know. Got a big contract here. But yeah, saw it again last night, and we should be talking about what a clutch play. Got the ball, you went on the road, and then he does that. All right, we'll come up with a poll question here. It's one of those where now the commissioner is going to have to act. And I don't know what he'll do. I mean, I think what he should do is say, I can't put up with this. Given how polarizing this issue is in America with guns, everything that's happened, we can't be cavalier about this. It can't be all fun and games and it's goofy and, hey, bang, bang. No. I would suspend him and then see how the team does the rest of the regular season. But that would be, I go to the old school. I go to the David Stern school. And then Ja Morant says that he doesn't care what people say anymore. Negative comments, yeah, he says I'm used to it. Pretty much a villain for 2 years now. Who made you a villain? You made you a villain. You were a feel-good story. People loved watching you play. You made you. Nobody else did. And as I said when I came on, I'd love to be talking about, man, I love it. Somebody wants the ball in a clutch situation, and they hit a big shot. And you're navigating your playoff seeding here. But instead, we're not. That's unfortunate. And I know you have NBA players say, oh, you guys just focus on the negative stuff. Help me not focus on the negative stuff. Okay? I'd be more than happy to talk about how great Joker was the other night and Steph Curry was the other night, which I did. But then you get these resets where you're like, come on. And especially a repeat offender. That's the disappointing part of all of this. Did you learn anything? Apparently you didn't.